Hello guys, I'm here again, and I say again because I, not long ago, earlier today, recorded the third episode in the series. If you don't know what happens, basically I'm generating random words and building a block design off of one of the ones I get. And if you can tell, I am at yet another new website, simply because most of these websites have like a limited number of words, and so I keep cycling through all of them when I'm trying to get one that actually works. But I'm hoping that this will give me something good. Okay, I'm going to go off of gems. I'm basically at the point where I'm just respitting a ton until I find the one that resonates with me, and I think that's okay. I think the only appropriate song to use in level about gems is Gems by Korai. And it's 23.93 megabytes. Good thing I already had it downloaded. First things first, I'm going to figure out the size of this gem I want. I'm going to make everything at 1x scale so I can scale everything up in a minute. So I'm doing it in these different parts like this so I can change the color of each one individually, which will be important in a minute, as you will see. I'm just going to make a copy of that, move it down for now. There's going to be a center square and then these side pieces here. And now all we need is a square for the center. Okay, so now you can see we have all of these individual parts which together form the whole of a gem, and each one of them is going to be colored differently, as you will see in a second. Like, let's just say, for instance, that this top left one remains white, which it probably won't, but it will be close to white. Actually, first, before I do any of that, I'm going to set up my colors, but I'll explain what I'm doing while I'm doing this. Basically, I'm going to make this, like, I don't know what color I'm going to make the gems, but let's just use a blue for now. Like, some sort of lightish blue. Might be a bit too dark. This becomes a lighter version of this color, which I can do. How did that happen? I copied that color and it came away as that, whatever. Now I'm just going to have an easy way of editing this color here. Copy the values of that, paste the color there. And then obviously all we need is two more colors. Each one slightly more saturated than the previous. And this final one is just going to be very saturated. I'm not saying this is what the gem is going to look like in the end, but that's essentially the shape and general way it's going to come out. And this is probably going to be like the central part of my block design. And if it seems like I know how to do this pretty well, it's because I do from experience with my level Ultramarine. I did a lot of block designs with gems in them for that level. I also had some sort of star, which I may end up actually copying over because I'm too lazy to make it again, because I just make it the same way anyway. And it's like a bright highlight on the left side. I'm thinking that when I make this block design, I want it to be very similar to my normal style. So I'm going to go for some sort of top piece in addition to this interior piece, and all on some dark gray base. Here, I made a bit of this diamond thing. This is going to be connected to all kinds of other stuff. Don't worry, it's not going to be like this boring. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it though. The first main thing that I definitely have to do involves adding a border to it, because obviously right now it's just very boring and bland. And the way to do that, I think, is by using these blocks. I'm going to take them, I'm going to scale them down to half the normal size, and then I'm going to add like a border to this piece. Okay, I really have no clue where I'm going with this, by the way. I'm just making random stuff and putting it on top of other random stuff and hoping it works. And so far it's not at all. I think we can all agree. But if I publish this video, it means that it turns out okay by the end. At least that's my hope. Probably wouldn't publish it if I hate it at the end, so long pause. You can probably hope or be assured, maybe that's the right word, maybe not assured, but you can hope that it turns out decent. So my idea now that I came up with is to make a wave block design where there's tons of different structures floating about next to each other, each containing different colors and types of gems. So this would be like the first one. They're all supported by these poles. I say poles, they're more like Because they are poles, I don't know. Just supports, I guess. So I just need to make like a couple more. I'm gonna make them less big, like, or either bigger or less big, like different sizes, different colors too. Like I'm gonna make a red one, green one, even a orangish yellow one. We'll see. We'll see what I get to. And hopefully it will end up looking pretty cool. Also, there's gonna be different shapes, of course. So this first one I'm gonna make is gonna be pretty small. It's gonna be a ruby. It's probably going to stay around that size too. Might scale it up a tiny bit, but not much. Like, that's about as far as I'm going to scale it up. Now we just need to assign it colors. If it's a wave block design, it needs to be angular at the top. And that's something people always forget about. I mean, you could make it flat, but I mean, it's just kind of bad when you have flat blocks in a wave part. And also, it needs to match up with this and look aesthetically pleasing, as in this angle needs to be parallel to that one. And so I'm going to make it diamond shape as well. I found that for each of these challenges that I'm doing, I'm kind of adopting the style of a different creator. For example, the first one I did, I kind of, which was the glass, I kind of went off of stuff that, I mean, I didn't go off of anything. Like, whenever I was making it, I just made it off my own, but like, it kind of felt similar to stuff that Zinder Game had done before. Whenever I was doing the ribbon one, I couldn't help but think about Ribbon by R&BW, and so that kind of inspired some of the stuff I thought of there. For the third one, or the one I just did last, I was inspired by some of Peter and G's stuff, and this one it feels a lot like Cryochemist to me. All of these people are very talented creators, and great people to draw inspiration from too. But once again, there's a very big difference between copying and being inspired by something. So I have the start of my block design here. It looks okay, actually. Better than I thought it would when I was first starting. Okay, right now I'm just copying something from Ultramarine. God. Right now I'm just copying something from Ultramarine. Nothing big, just a little shine. I say effect. It was kind of an effect because it rotated, but it was just a little addition, I guess, to these gems. Here is one. Here, actually, this is the whole thing, isn't it? And this will make things look like way better immediately, I can tell you that. It's a bit big, though, is the problem. I need to scale hack it. But I am going to make it color 1 on both of these. And then that should be good. I'm not going to do anything with the topaz or the emerald for the gem shining. Of course, this is only really the beginning of the block design. Still a lot more to do in the background and everything else. But I think the first thing I'm going to do is add some extra detail. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take little fragments that have been fragmented off of the block design and make them floating around. Okay, so that's good enough for those. It looks a bit more messy now, but I don't know. Might delete some of these like random ones coming off the side, like just to clean up the space a bit. Okay, now it's a bit more clean. I think it turned out decent so far. I mean, not done yet still. Still got to make the background details, obviously the name and date and stuff. So I'm just gonna get in there and make a grayish blue. And it looks kind of cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Instead of making a ground this time, I'm just gonna have it like floating in suspension and just like take a screenshot like this. I don't know. I'm not feeling super motivated to do a ton on it today. But I am going to put in my name and stuff. And the date, obviously. I don't think I'm going to do much more. Oh, that's my old ugly font. Okay, so that's how easy the 4 was to make. It was very simple, very straightforward. And now we're just going to put it over here, link it up, and then figure out how to space these in the background. And yeah, I guess that's my entry for today. There's not much to it. It's pretty straightforward. Just some simple squares, I guess, and some designs inside of them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you maybe learned something. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode, 5-5 on 5-7. Still 2 days behind. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then. Bye.